Welcome to our midweek meditation. This past Sunday, we talked about Acts chapter 11, the first 18 verses, and Peter's report back to the believers in Jerusalem about what happened when he shared the good news with Cornelius, the Gentile, and his family, and the debriefing that took place between Peter and the believers in Jerusalem after that. Of course, we know at first they were skeptical, but then once Peter relayed the vision that he had had and what the Spirit did in the lives of the Gentiles, they were certainly on board and praised God for sharing the good news, even with the Gentiles. And we looked at that and we compared it with telephone poles. Yes, we compared the thinking of the believers in Jerusalem to telephone poles. Telephone poles are kind of an archaic technology, first begun in the 1800s for the use for telegraph wires to be able to communicate city to city. And now anytime there's a strong wind or a heavy thunderstorm, we're subject to having our power, our internet, our telephone, our TV cable all go out simply because we continue to use telephone poles to hold such wires rather than burying them or using some other means of keeping them protected from high winds and storms. And so we asked ourselves, what is our telephone pole thinking? Are we people who would prefer to keep the telephone poles? Or would we prefer to find some new way that protects the wires? Is our thinking caught up in what we've always done? Or are we looking to what God may want to do new and different among us? So for our midweek meditation, let me ask you to meditate on this question. What is it in your life, like a telephone pole, that should be removed so that the message of the gospel might be more thoroughly lived out in your life? This has been our midweek meditation.